I love talking about makeup. I can talk about it all day long, 24/7, for free. Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. My name is Angela Dinano and welcome to my channel. Today I have a concealer collection video because I love sharing my collection, what I have, just to help anybody who wants to expand their collection but feeling rather overwhelmed, because we all know there's a lot of products out there. I feel like base items, and when I say base, foundation, concealer, they're very key when you're doing your makeup. You cannot expect to have a beautiful finished look if your base, which is your foundation, your concealer, isn't sitting right. So I'm here to share with you my favorite concealers. If you have any of these concealers, definitely let me know in the comments what your favorite is or what you have. So let's start off with what I use today, which is my JOUER concealer. If you want to see what this concealer looks like, I will have a video linked below when I tried this on. I actually have a video trying on a bunch of new makeup items, and this was a concealer that I featured. This was £17. I got it because Makeup Tammy raved about how much she liked this concealer, and I cannot complain. Honestly, it's a very good concealer, pigmented, full coverage. It really works well with my skin and my shade. Yes, it is bright, but I feel like when I blend everything out, it really sits well and really complements my makeup. I would definitely recommend this. It's what I used today. It's not the concealer that I use the most, but I would say when I do use it, I'm like, yeah, this is a good concealer. Let me go on to the concealer I probably reach for the most these days, and that is my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo concealer. These concealers are drugstore and they are £4 each, and they are great. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo concealer, the satin finished in deep caramel, and this is the one in deep olive. So let us swatch deep olive. This is deep olive, and then let us go for deep caramel. You can kind of see the kind of colors I go for when I'm using concealer. You can't honestly regret getting e.l.f. Camo concealers. They're so cheap, £4, and they blend out like a dream. So let's actually talk about why we use concealers in our routine. We use these concealers after we use a foundation, just to highlight your face, because sometimes when you put foundation on, it makes your face look a bit dull, but these like brighten your look and give it like a very nice, you know, highlighted area. So when the sun or the light hits, you can be like, oh, she's bright, it's not just dull. But yeah, I would definitely recommend these concealers, even if it takes mixing and matching, buying two. I would recommend you do good coverage, hydrating, so it doesn't over dry out your face, and it doesn't feel too heavy on the face. It's good quality, really good quality. It's nice to be reminded that, oh, you can actually find stuff that's affordable, but also it's gonna work on your skin really well. So another concealer I would like to share is the Revolution Infinite Concealer. This concealer is one of my OGs. At one point, I used to use her constantly. Every other concealer was not getting airtime from me. It was all about the Revolution Infinite Concealer. This again is from the drugstore. It is £4. So this is the Revolution Concealer, and I'm in the shade 12.5. And for my foundation, by the way, I use Fenty Beauty 420 and MAC NC50/NW45. As you can see, it's the calmest color out of all of these. You might find these e.l.f. ones a bit yellow and this JOUER one a bit bright, but this Revolution one is quite calm. It's very neutral, so it's not something that's gonna be, you know, I can go wrong with at all. £4, affordable, good coverage, sits well on the skin, high quality. I mean, what else could you ask for? in a concealer. This is definitely a full coverage concealer. This isn't light or medium coverage. All these ones that I've mentioned so far, the JOUER, the e.l.f, and the Revolution, are all full coverage, and I'm gonna go on to talk about my lighter coverage concealers in a bit. Definitely give me a like as well, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, if you're enjoying my content. I'm definitely enjoying filming this, so I hope you're enjoying watching it. So on to lighter coverage concealers, we have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Concealer. This concealer served its purpose for me. I loved her when I first got her, and again, I have a video using these concealers on my channel, and I'll link them below. And this is light, medium coverage to full coverage. It's buildable and it blends out very nicely on the skin. I have the colors 370 and 420. 420 is my skin. When I wasn't really wearing foundation, I'll just wear 420 on my face and dab it all around in the place that I may have dark spots from pimples, and then blend it out just as a foundation substitute on my lighter days. But these times, if I want a light foundation and light coverage, I go for my Fenty Ease Drop Tinted Moisturizer. And then I also have the shade 370. This is it right here for highlighting on my under eyes. But honestly, I don't really reach for them as much as I once did, but they're still great, they're still good, and it's good to know that I have them whenever I do need them. Another concealer I have, I mean, what's a concealer video if you don't include the Nars Radiant Longwear, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande. You already know that in a concealer video, this is definitely going to be here because it's one of the most hype products in the beauty community. It's a good concealer, but did I fall in love? I definitely did not. I just thought I probably, to be honest, out of everything, I don't use her at all. I really don't use her. This is the swatch of the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I just really don't reach for it. But the times that I do use it, I'm like, oh yeah, she's pretty decent. I think the coverage is a bit too light for me. Most of the time when I'm using concealer, I'm mostly doing a full face of makeup. She definitely gets the back seat. A lot of people love her. I just feel like I could do without her because I haven't used her in so long. Another concealer that I have, please ignore how dirty it is, please, is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener in the shade Almond Butter. This, I have a video using this on my channel, trying it out. This is really lightweight. It's not even a concealer, it's an eye brightener. That's what it says. It's really nice actually. I would actually recommend this if you like a light face of makeup. This right here is the eye brightener, this one right here. You can ignore all these previous swatches. Blends into the skin beautifully. Very light coverage, feels like you're not wearing anything. And then the last one I have is from MUA, and this is in the shade 181, and it's from Superdrug. I believe this was maybe maximum was £3. I have used her before in a video and I'll link it here. It's not an offensive concealer at all. It's just one that I often forget about. I really just forget about her. It's a very lightweight cover up concealer. Here it says lightweight cover up imperfections with a smooth flawless finish. But the thing about it, it's a bit dry, while my e.l.f. ones are very creamy and hydrating, and that's what I like on my skin. I want something that's gonna make me glow from within. She's a bit too dry for me, but if you like matte finish, if you like something that's gonna feel like it's staying in place and it's not moving and it's dry, you will probably like this, and it's cheap. I mean, you won't regret adding it to your collection because it is affordable. But do I reach for it? Not really. I'm not really gonna lie to you. So the last concealers I'm gonna show you are actually ones that I don't reach for at all anymore. When I was doing a collection video, I just thought it would be good to show these for the good old days, for good old times. And this is the LA Pro Concealers in the shade Fawn. You know everybody had to have Fawn, medium beige and cool tan. These concealers are cheap, full coverage, and they were popping once upon a time. Everybody was using this in their makeup collection. They definitely served its purpose, like the benign powder. But I feel like it's one of those things that when other products came on the market, everyone forgot about them a bit. I won't lie to you, I haven't used them in a hot minute, but I do know that if I do want to use them, they will still serve the purpose they were serving 10 years ago. It's just one of those concealers that you know somewhere out there people are still using and loving these concealers. If this is still serving you well, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if this is still in your collection, just to know that yeah, the OGs are still helping people out today, and there's different shades, which is what we love about LA Pro Concealer. She served all of us makeup girls a good time during the ride, so yeah, why not shout her out. I also have the Revolution concealer in a darker shade to contour as well. If you want to see more on contour and bronzers, definitely check out this video. I'll link it in this video and in the description. I have a collection video filled bronzers and contours that I use. If you enjoyed this collection video, check out all my other collection videos. I have videos on eyeshadow, on lip products, on foundation, on bronzer. I upload every Sunday at 1 p.m. Well, that's my new rule from 2 weeks ago, and I'm hoping I stick to it because I feel like that's a good time and good for me to stick to a schedule and a timetable. But guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any concealer here that you saw and you liked and you want to add to your collection, definitely let me know. It would be good to know that this video actually helps somebody who's looking to broaden their makeup collection. Definitely follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and you know, all that good works for more me action. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and